Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ebony from Ebony Expressions. Today you have tuned in to Eb's Declassified Hampton Survival Guide. If you couldn't tell by the title of the video, this video will be part one of my three-part series here on my channel talking about the best, the real, the only HU that matters. Hampton University. Okay, yes, there was shade and I'm not taking it back. Okay, if you're a Howard alum, Howard student, I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and exit left. Like, I don't even want to see y'all in my comments. I don't even want to hear it. If you put it in my comments, you're getting blocked. You don't need those problems over here. Okay, this is clearly a Hampton video, so don't even do that, but I'll get into that in a later video. This is part one. So I decided, instead of doing a basic My Hampton experience video, because I am a rising senior, I'm a member of the hottest class under the sun, Quintessence 10. Okay, shout out to my class. Love you guys. We are lit. This year's going to be lit. Get ready. If you're not ready, then you have used your summer. So this year, because I'm a rising senior, I actually wanted to do something completely different. I've been asked by multiple people to do this type of video for the past 2 or 3 years, and I've always said I was gonna do it, but I never got around to it, and I deeply apologize to you guys. College is not easy, okay? It's very hard, and I am in a very rigorous program that I will get into in this video and in another video later. So this video specifically is my personal Hampton experience. So part one is my Hampton experience. Part two will be my tips and tricks to navigating your way through Hampton. And number three will be what you should and should not bring, because I was one of those people that packed my whole room and brought it to Hampton. I'm going to teach you guys what to do and what not to do to be a successful Hamptonian. I am a fourth year, which means I am a rising senior, which means I am the top dog at Hampton University. So I don't know if a lot of you know that are coming to Hampton, you are Quintessence 11 if you are a freshman, incoming freshman this year, which means you have been blessed with the best name on campus. Quintessence, we are the best. We are the best and the cream of the crop on campus. We actually are known to be not lit, but that's because we are about our business. Our bigs really taught us about being on your stuff and making sure you graduate on time. So you are coming in, we pass down your name. So Hampton's traditions are we pass our senior class names down to our freshmen. So every time a new class comes on, the freshmen and the seniors will have the same name. We chose to continue the legacy, but not everybody chooses to continue the legacy. There are a whole bunch of different class names, and you'll learn about them when you come on campus in University 101. So to begin, I will start with my first Hampton experience, which was the group chats. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but if you're not in the Hampton group chats before you get there, we don't know who you are. So Quintessence 10 was really, really close. We met through our group chat. We had a lot of issues. We had some catfishes. Comment below if you're Quintessence 10 and tell me if you know who the catfishes were, because there were about 2. Okay, and if you know, you are a real deal Holyfield Quintessence member. We really got to know each other. We would wake up every day, good morning Quintessence, how are you doing, like just talking. And I made so many friends that way that I'm still really, really close to now. Also, we actually had met on Accepted Students Day. Meet so many people, and like I said, I'm still very close with them, and that is really what made me choose Hampton. At the end of the day, I could have went to a lot of different schools, but when it came down to my program and it came down to, do I feel comfortable? Do I feel like I have friends? Do I feel like, you know, these people that I'm going to be going to school with for 3 or 4 years are connecting to me? And I had that. I was connected with a lot of people, and my roommate and I actually had met through the group chat, so it made it so much easier before we got to Hampton. So my first day, move-in day, first of all, I'm from Illinois, so that drive was 15+ hours. We stayed in the hotel the night before, and I was so excited. I couldn't even sleep. I was so excited. Our car was packed full of stuff. So when you first get on campus, you're pulling up, you come all the way down, all you see is the student leaders just all on both sides of the streets. And when I saw them, I was like, oh my God, Mom, this is it. My dad's rolling down the window. She in the back, she in the back. Yeah, woo. He's just going crazy. And I'm like so embarrassed because my dad is just so extra sometimes. So I was just so embarrassed, but I was super excited and nervous. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to college. Like, I'm leaving my parents. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. I pull up, and I stayed in Virginia, Cleveland, so VC, you know, VC cuties or whatever. And I pulled up, and it was a bunch of student leaders outside. My father's an Alpha. He's a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So he actually like scouted out the Alphas that were standing outside of VC and was like, hey, like my daughter's moving in, can y'all help? And they're like, yeah, of course, frat, like no problem. So they came and like helped me move all my stuff in my dorm. And when I tell y'all, I had so much stuff. Like, I had so much stuff that they had to do like 5 trips back and forth. I had like bags of trash bags full of clothes and just so much stuff that was not necessary. And one of the Alphas, I don't know if he remembers this, but he actually like put my stuff down in my room and he was like,
huh, you got a lot of stuff, girl. I don't know you need this much stuff, but I'm gonna leave it here and you're gonna figure this out.
And he left, and I was like, what? Oh my God, like, is this really a lot of stuff? And I quickly realized it was. I did not have enough space in my room for it. So it was really fun. I met my roommate. My roommate and her family were really, really cool people. And moving forward throughout the year, it was just, you know, our situation was very interesting. However, like, we were really good friends, and our parents were really cool, and they communicated with each other. So that was totally fine. Set my room up. I'll insert a picture of it in here. Made me get blue, and I was so mad because I didn't want a blue room because blue is not one of my favorite colors. I don't like teal. I like more of like royal blue. I don't like really like a teal. And my room was more like a teal Tiffany blue, and it was just not, it wasn't me, so I wasn't really like too fond of it. But the way my room was set up was beautiful. I had space. I had a lot of room to put a lot of my stuff. Even though I had too much stuff, my parents took back whatever I didn't need. And then I had storage behind my bed, so it was really, really nice. That weekend, we actually learned all the chants for Quintessence, so I got to meet everybody and went to the first atrium party and had a good time. Turned up. It was great. So week was really fun, just getting to know all the different members of Quintessence. You know, we would hang out in the caf and just talk and just really get to know each other, because Quintessence was really not the biggest class. We were the biggest class that Hampton had at that time, but we really weren't that big, so it was really easy just to get to know everybody. But the biggest thing that I had an issue with when I got there was the cliques. I kind of did get discouraged by it, and I didn't reach out and meet more people when I should have. But, you know, looking back, it's okay because it allowed those people to come and find me, and we created genuine relationships. My first day of classes, because I am a 5-year MBA major, which means I'm pursuing my master's in business administration, I actually was starting in some higher classes. I was starting in the freshman classes, but they were mostly with people in my same major. So freshman year of University 101, my University 101 teacher was Mama Rose, and you'll meet Mama Rose when you get there. She's amazing. Like, she was the sweetest woman I've ever met, and she really helped me navigate my freshman year. Then we had, you know, math and English, and I really focused on my grades first semester. So it was more so like I was focusing, I wanted my grades to be as high as I can get them. So that's what I was doing. I didn't go out that much. I did a little bit, but I didn't, if I wasn't done with my homework, I wasn't going to the party. If I wasn't, you know, feeling good, I wasn't going to the party. Like, I'm not forcing that. I wasn't forcing it. College is college. You have 4 years to do all of that, okay? Don't rush into that. So first day of classes was great. First week of classes was great. Very easy syllabus week, you know, but you will not have no more of those. So once you have one syllabus week, you've had them all. They're not going to go through all your syllabi throughout your college experience. So don't get used to that. I met my friends, and it was cool. I had a good little friend group. My roommate actually introduced me to her friends from back home. So my roommate was from Jersey. A lot of her friends were from Jersey, so we all hung out. And those were my friends. That was my friend group. But I quickly realized that to grow out of people, you just need to know that when you're a freshman, you're going to meet different people, and everybody has different values. Everybody grew up different, and a lot of people don't exactly know how to communicate effectively and respectfully until you kind of teach them how to communicate with you, because we're coming from all different places. You gotta get used to the different communities and the different types of people you're gonna run into and meet, because I wasn't used to meeting people from the DMV or from this. I mean, I knew people from the South because I'm from the South originally, but it was just different. The West Coast people are really chill. Like, oh my gosh. And I love West Coast people. West Coast, they're just very free. They're very open. The North, they're very hard. Like, they don't play. You say hello to them, they'll look at you. It'll take them a minute to process the hello, and then they'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, you just gotta talk to people, you know, get to know the different people. Friends, we're actually gonna go into like boys, okay? So boys. Okay, I don't know if y'all know. If you don't, you need to do some research, because the Hampton female to male ratio is not good. Like, it's like 19-1. Boys on campus, there's not that many of them, so it wasn't too many to pick from, and I really wasn't looking, to be honest. Like I said before, I was really focusing on my grades, so boys weren't crossing my mind. Now there was some boys where I'm like, okay,
Poppy, I see you, boy, you look good. There's
a few, whatever, but I wasn't focused on boys. I just, you navigate through Hampton pretty well. You can kind of tell who's for you and who's just trying to play you. And when you pull up to your dorm and it's about to be curfew, like 10:30, 10 o'clock, and you see it's 4 dudes sitting outside with different girls every day, pay attention, okay? Pay attention to who's talking to who's flirting with who, because you don't want a messy situation and you don't want a messy dude. Who wants to be with the messy dude, you know? Parties. I'm gonna tell y'all this story, okay? Freshman year, I had my friend group with my girls. Freshman year, actually not even gonna say their names. Like, I had a group of friends, some from Jersey, some from Baltimore. We were really good friends. We hung out at my friend's her sister's house all the time, because she was a senior at the time, and she just always let us come over during the week, but we had curfew. So you have curfew the first few weeks. We went to my big's house. We were all over there. I think we played games that night, and my friend's sister, we were all there having fun playing games or whatever. We had to come back to campus a little late because her sister was, you know, not ready to go back. It was like, who's trying to drive the freshmen back for a curfew? And I'm not a freshman. Like, I don't want to do that. So we weren't forcing her. We didn't care. I mean, we had the same hall, but we didn't have the same RA, and that's where we messed up. So, you know, we left her apartment. She lived like maybe 5 minutes from campus, and we left her apartment probably like 10:50. Curfew's at 11. We get on campus, we pulling up, everybody's pulling up. When the first few weeks when it's curfew, you just see cars like rushing down the street just trying to get in. So it was a line to get in, one. Like a few minutes before curfew, and I'm like, freak, I'm not gonna make it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna make it. So I DM my RA and I told her, hey, I'm on campus. We're dropping somebody off at James and then we're coming to VC, because we all lived in VC. So she was like, okay, that's fine, but as long as you're here before I finish curfew check, you'll be straight. And I'm like, well, I should be, but I'm on campus. Like, I sent her a picture of me. I think I sent her a picture of me in the car or us outside the dorm or something. I was like, I'm here. I'm just not here. And she's like, you're fine, don't worry about it. It becomes like, he took a long time, okay? Getting out the car. Getting on campus took a long time. Getting out the car took a long time. Getting to the dorm took a long time. For whatever reason, all of time was moving very slow when I needed it to move fast. And we pull up to the dorm. It's like 11:05. I'm like, freak, I'm about to get up here. She gonna be done. She texted me as I'm walking into the dorm, you're late. You're getting early curfew tomorrow. I said, I'm walking down the hallway. It's too late. I said, what? So I went to her room, asked her about it. She said, no, it's nothing I can do about it. It's already told the dorm director. I'm like, you had to have done all this before you even told me I had early curfew, because there's no way. Whatever. So I had early curfew. This was a Thursday night. Literally Friday night, we have curfew check at 1 a.m. So I'm like, okay, so I have to miss this party that my roommate was having the next day. I was like, it was supposed to be some type of big party was going on that same weekend. So I was like, dang, I'm gonna miss this. Like, okay, whatever. Like, I was so upset because I was helping them plan the party, so I wasn't able to go to the one party that I was planning that everybody in my class was going to. So, you know, the night comes and I'm in my dorm and I'm doing the curfew check. And the way curfew, you know, if you get early curfew, you have to check on the hour every hour. So I checked at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, and 1 was your last check. So I did the check every hour on the hour. 12, I was on the phone with my mom and I didn't check my phone because I was talking to her. And it was 12:05 when I looked at my phone. I said, oh my God. I ran down the hallway, checked in. The girl wrote down that I checked in late. I was like, can you just like, you know, work with me? Like, you know, I'm so sorry. I was on the phone with my mom. I showed her the phone. It's you're late. Nothing I can do. It's too late. Whatever. I was like, she's like, I'll see what I can do. And I was like, okay. So I'm thinking, you know, she's gonna help me out. So my friends call me at like 12:45 and they're like, Ebony, we're about to come back to the dorm. And I was like, why? And they're like, I can hear they're running and I can hear that they're breathing hard and I can hear people screaming. And I'm like, what is going on? They're like, oh my God, Ebony, you're so lucky you didn't come. It was a fight. Then people started shooting. Oh my God, like we're running out of the harbors right now. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You said they're doing what? They're doing who? They were fighting, they were shooting. So I, by the grace of God, missed this situation because I didn't know what to do. I've never been in that kind of situation. So they all ran and came back to the dorm and hung out with me. And my last curfew check, I went and I actually had early curfew for another day. So don't miss early curfew checks. Be on time, just do it. It's one night because I ended up getting a whole nother night of curfew check. And I was so upset because I'm like, girl, like, I talked to you. You know, all of that can have been. All of that was first semester, and it actually like ended pretty well. I ended with a pretty good high GPA. Then second semester started what we used to call the Battle of the States. So I'm from the Midwest, okay, Midwest. Just so you know. The best region on campus. We always put on a show. You can see all of our shows online. Okay, go look. Thank you down there. So I was a member of the Battle of the States for the Midwest, and we actually had practice every single day, every single week. And that's when I met my friends. Like, Battle of the States is when I met my friend group, my core friend group that I actually talk to every single day, that I love to death, that have been there for me through thick and thin, that would do anything for me, and I would do anything for any of them that I did bots with, or after bots, my littles, everything. Midwest is family. Like, we don't play about each other. We actually support each other. We go to each other's performances. You know, we support our fashion lines that we all have. Like, we're very supportive and we're a family, and I love them to death. We had some situations, but it brought us closer because now looking back on all of those things, we have memories. That was a really fun experience. Like, bots really made my freshman year so much better because first semester I loved Hampton, but I had some situations and I lost some friends that I thought were my really good friends, and I was kind of not feeling Hampton. I was ready to just go. I was ready to transfer. And then second semester I did bots, and it really changed my whole experience. Yeah, like, it was amazing. The bigs that I made, Hampton has a system where we have bigs and littles, and the bigs that I had gained through bots really changed my life. And I love them. You know, they supported me. They're there for me. I'm still very close with all of them. And when they see me on campus now, it's, hey baby, how you doing? Like, what's going on? I appreciate all my bigs that gave us rides, that took us on food runs, did liquor runs, did all kinds of things. Like, you guys really did support me and created a great experience for me, and I love you guys for that because you taught me what it was to be a good here. I was a member of the best choir in the world, the Hampton University Choir. So I actually loved the choir. I made so many friends, and like freshman week with the choir was amazing. And I actually was really involved. I met some really cool people. Miss University Choir, so she had a lot of events and stuff, and I went to her events and I had a great time. Like, the choir was very inviting, very loving, very supportive, and very close, and I noticed that from the beginning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of something like this. And I actually joined, and I had a great time, a great experience freshman year, and I loved it so much that I decided to run for Miss University Choir my freshman year, and I actually won because my choir members voted for me. And I was so happy, I was so ecstatic because I wanted to represent my choir. So freshman year I came into a new role and a new possibility. And I also, one day I was scrolling on Twitter, and I don't know if you guys know what this small little organization called, the HBCU Roundtable. I actually saw they were posting like, if you want to start a branch at your school, like, DM us. And I was like, oh, I'm sure like somebody's already starting the Hampton branch, but let me see if, you know, I can like connect with them and help them. So I reached out. I'm like, hey, has anybody started the Hampton branch? I'd love to like help them. They're like, no, like, do you want to start it? And I'm like, sure. So I am the founder and creator of the Hampton Roundtable. So if you followed us online, it is TRT_HamptonU. That is our roundtable page. And actually this year we will be recruiting for more members and actual starting an organization so we can do community service, fundraising, and just HBCU awareness. That's the main goal of the HBCU roundtable. So that leads me into sophomore year. So sophomore year I actually was in Whitehall Wifeys or whatever. I'm coining that term, so if you steal it, give me my credit. I was actually in a lot of different leadership roles. I was in the Hampton Roundtable leadership role. I was in the University Choir leadership role. I also was in the Quintessence Executive Council in the PR committee that year. I also was a member of Golden Key, the American Marketing Association. I had a lot of different roles in a lot of different organizations my sophomore year, and I actually created a lot of memories in those organizations. I really wanted to get involved on campus sophomore year because I was involved, Midwest PAC, and I also was a Battle of the States Midwest leader. I was the logistics leader, so yeah, I came up with, the money. I handled the money, I handled the theme, I handled a lot of things. And my idea was to do Soul Train, and we actually executed it amazingly, and it came out exactly how I envisioned it. In my head 3 years ago, freshman year, I thought of this whenever I saw that Beyonce had her actually, it was before Beyonce had her Soul Train party. I had thought about it because I'm an old soul, okay? Y'all will figure this out through my videos, but I'm an old soul, okay? So when I thought of it, I was like, well, what's different? What's gonna make the judges think? And Soul Train was what it was, and it came out amazing. I will pin my Little's video up here because she posted on her video. Shout out to Ari, that's my baby. So go check her video out and just see what we did because it was amazing. And if you wanna see what the Bots experience it creates magic, and my Littles did amazing, and I love them and I appreciate them for all their hard work. Like, it was not easy and they did an amazing job. But I wasn't involved in a lot of things. I really wanted to get involved so I could have an impact on my campus and actually create a legacy for myself and create just a better experience. I found that once I engaged in the campus, I had more fun. So I did that. There were parties, but I mean, homecoming is homecoming. Like, once you've done one, you've done them all. Like, until you get to senior year, it really don't matter. Freshman year and senior year is all that matters. Like, those in-betweens, it's not your year. So, like, why do you care? Like, I think sophomore year was the year of Onyx. He came and went. That's all we're gonna say. So it was just kind of dry. Like, the parties were dry. Hampton started to get a lot more strict sophomore year because freshman year a lot of stuff happened. Like, it was just fights and like some shootings happened in the harbors, and so that's when they started to break down and really like lock us down. My friends, I had a stronger friend group. That's when I had my OTF gang. They know who they are. OTF for life. Okay. We got really, really close sophomore year. My Midwest family, we got really close, and my classes got a lot harder. So sophomore year, I was really buckling down. I would go out, but it wouldn't be that often. Hollands are the same. Like, you have Holland parties, you have, atrium parties. Like, after you've done one, like I said, you've done them all. So I wasn't really too excited about that. I'm not really a party person. I'm more of a kickback person. Like, let's sit back in the house, watch movies, or like talk. Like, let's not go. I don't know, that's just not my thing. I don't like to sweat, so like a lot of these parties would be like sweating and it'd be too much. Like, it was too much. Sophomore year, I was really focusing on my grades. Like, if I went to my friend's house, I was bringing my homework. If I went to a party, like, I did my homework before the party and after the party. Like, if I had energy, it wasn't more of like me going out all the time. It wasn't fun. My classes were a lot harder, so I was into my major classes, my accounting, my finance, my marketing, all those classes. I was in those classes, so it was a little more difficult. Sophomore year was a lot to take on. I'm taking 18 hours a semester, so it's a lot as a freshman, especially in the 5-year MBA program. It's not easy. So if you're coming in as a 5-year, like, definitely comment below if you have any questions. DM me, contact me. Just definitely DM me. I can definitely help you guys and answer any questions you might have. Homecoming was lit. Like, if you haven't seen my videos, this is when I kind of started to start my YouTube video. My YouTube video thing was sophomore year. So I have all of homecoming recorded. Sophomore year and junior year. Junior year, I didn't get as much. Sophomore year, though, I have all of the week in there, so definitely go check it out and see what happened. It's really fun. I vlog. If you didn't know, I vlog my Hampton experience, so you can kind of see the different activities and events that I've been to. That's why I'm not really going into too much detail, because I have my experience on my channel. Homecoming was great. Freshman year was much more lit, in my opinion, just because I was eager to do everything. I was eager to see everything. Everything was a new experience for me. So I was coming into parties like, oh my god, we're at a party. Oh my god, I'm dancing. Oh my god, let me throw this. Okay, we gonna dance. Hey, get it, girl, whatever. But Sophomore year is like I'm over it. It wasn't that fun. I was broke. Okay, I did not have money. When you come to Hampton, you need to save your money because everything costs like $20 to get into, and I was like, I'm not paying $20 to do the same thing I did last year, which wasn't fun, you know, or it was fun, but I'm not trying to do that. Like, I'm not trying to sweat my hair out. I don't need to shower 4 times a day just because I went to a party. Like, no, I'm not showering that much. You know, it's just too much. So I didn't go to as much as I wanted to sophomore year, but I did go to a lot of stuff. Sophomore year was when Millie Rock came, to Millie or whatever. And in my video, I'll pin it up here in the front. I actually met him and I explained that whole situation. So I met him when he came for the concert, and it was just a really good experience. I was in the Hampton Idol performances, so I was the background singer for that. So it was just a really cool experience, like all of that week. So I would definitely recommend like going and checking out my videos if you kind of want to see what happens during homecoming at Hampton University. But my sophomore year was amazing. I really took advantage of all of my situations and experiences. In the choir, I was very involved because I was Miss University Choir. I had so many ideas that, you know, unfortunately because of time, I wasn't able to accomplish everything that I wanted to. So I decided my sophomore year to run to become the president, and I was really excited. I had an idea. My ideas were to serve, bond, and create new traditions for our choir, and thankfully my choir members loved me enough to vote for me to be their president. So I was the president of the university choir my junior year. That leads me into my junior year. So junior year, my grades, you know, when people tell you, like, you know, college flies by, take advantage of your time, like junior year is not easy, you know, study, focus. I thought I was studying and I thought I was focusing, but my grades were so bad. I'm just kidding. My grades were okay. They were not super bad. They were not super good. They were just okay because you can tell that I was struggling. You can tell that junior year was very hard. I was going through a lot mentally, physically, emotionally. You know, I was just navigating through my junior year, trying to, you know, juggle so much. I was involved with the choir. I was involved with Quintessence Executive Council. I was involved with American Marketing Association. My junior year, because I have a focus in entertainment and sports marketing, I was on the athletic marketing team. So all my free time that I had on the weekends was going towards working the game. So it was just a lot of things going on. And I was handling it, but I wasn't handling it as well as I should or could have. And so I did good. I could have done better. And I know that and I recognize that. So going into senior year, it's a whole nother mentality, whole nother ball game, and I'm ready to graduate. Okay, I'm ready to graduate on time. Okay, so junior year I was really just focusing on myself and building and figuring out what I really wanted, because sophomore and freshman year I really just was doing everything and kind of just getting my feet wet in all types of different things, and I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do. You know, I had put my feet into so many different things, but I wasn't set on what my goal was. And so as a junior, because I was president of the choir, that was my main focus. So I wanted to make sure we had fundraisers. I wanted to make sure we had bondings. I wanted to make sure we were connecting and communicating and everybody had fun. And when we came into choir, we were having fun. Choir day was amazing. Choir week was amazing. You know, it was just a great experience that I wanted to make sure everybody had, because whenever I go to choir, I look at choir as, okay, this is my 2-hour release. I've been in class all day. I get to go sing. I love to sing. I've been singing my whole life. If you want to hear me singing, I have videos on my channel of me singing. Just go to my channel or Google my name, Ebony Graves. It'll pop up. Junior year, I decided, you know what? Let's focus in on the things that you want to do. So I want to do entertainment and I want to do sports. Entertainment came from choir. The singing, the experience that came from choir. The managing the choir is teaching me skills that I can use in my future job. My sports experience was coming from the athletic marketing team, and I really enjoyed that. Working the games, being behind the scenes was amazing. This year we actually had DJ Envy in town for homecoming, so I got to meet DJ Envy. I was like really up close and personal with him, and like actually got to talk to him, and he's really cool. Got to take a picture with him, which I'll insert. Having the whole experience behind the scenes working the games, like it taught me how to actually market and be in sports marketing, and how much work and time goes into the football games and the basketball games. Like I didn't realize there was a script and you have to go by that script. Schoolwork was my main focus, but my organizations and actually honing in on my skills is what I wanted to do my junior semester. I was involved in the Leadership Application Program, LAP, which is an MBA, 5-year MBA class only, and we actually have different components. So I was a skill builder facilitator, which meant that I was building the skills of the freshman class. So I was teaching them, you know, how to dress properly, how to interview, how to do your resume, your LinkedIn, just giving them the tools and the tips that they need to navigate through our program successfully. And so that's why I said, if you're a 5-year MBA major and you're looking for somebody to reach out to and talk to, reach out to your girlie. Reach out to me. Even if I'm not a skill builder facilitator, I'm still a great person to know in the program because I am successful in the program. Really good connection with a lot of the administration. So definitely just, you know, reach out to your network. I had some roommate drama. I'll talk about this in another video, but I had some serious roommate drama, and you know, I'll get into that kind of a little bit in my next video of this whole little thing. But you know, I ended up lucking out and getting a single in Whitehall on the first floor. My room was huge. My room was bigger than my room is right now. Okay, my room right now is maybe about 75% of the size, but my room at school was huge, and I have a video of it, so I'll put that up as well, my room tour, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. But my room was beautiful, and I am not upset about it. I was not upset at the situation after a while, because I'm like, you know what, at the end of the day, I won, girl. You know, I'm the one that got the single. So I definitely had a great room, great situation. My room was huge. I put my 2 twin beds together and made a king size bed, and my room was set. Okay, I had a coffee machine, I had a fridge. I was sitting there. I did not leave my room but to heat food up in the microwave. Okay, that's it. I had my 2 desks. So I have a makeup desk. I had my desk for homework. It was great. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We also had some issues with the town hall. So if you are trying to be a Hamptonian, I'm sure you know, we have issues like any HBCU, and we had, you know, food issues, we had dorm issues, we had just respect issues from the administration, and unfortunately it all played out online. But that's the only way we were able to get our voices heard, and we successfully were able to put out our issues with sexual harassment, sexual assaults on campus. And the administration took a minute to listen, but because we put it on social media, we actually have some change. It's not 100% fixed, but it's better, and we're moving in the right direction. So, you know, every HBCU has its problems. If you really want to go to HBCU, you're not only signing up to say, oh, I'm going to Tuskegee, or oh, I'm going to Howard, or I'm going to FAM, or I'm going to NCAT, or you're signing on to say that you're an alumni or a student, and you're also signing on to fight for the issues. Okay, so you have to fight for your school. Any school you go to is going to have some type of problems. It's just a matter of what problems are you willing to work with and willing to fix. Because if you just want to be a student there and you're not going to try to fix anything, you're wasting your time, you're wasting their time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting their money. That's a no. We don't have time for that. So if you're going to come to Hampton, be willing to fight. Be willing to go through some things. You have the Hampton run around. We have the Tuskegee run around. We have a FAM run around. We have a North Carolina A&T run around. Everybody has a run around. It's just a matter of which run around are you willing to stick around for. Actually, once again, ran to be the University Choir President. And I was chosen again to run and win and represent my choir as their president, and I look forward to doing so. If you are willing to join, or you want to join and you love to sing, contact me. I'd love to answer any questions about the choir. We have 3 choirs. I have some videos of actual performances from the choirs, so check them out. We sound amazing. We do amazing work. We do a lot, and me and the other president of the gospel choir, we have a lot of goals. We have a lot of things we want to do, and we really want to take the choir to another level. So definitely reach out and come join. Come see what we're about. Support us. Come to our concerts, because we put a lot of work and time into them, and a lot of organizations put a lot of work and time. Majestic, the Theater Club, everybody puts work and time. Terps, all these beautiful organizations that perform and actually put on performances. We don't get the support that we need. You know, we put all that time in, and it sucks as a student to look out into the aisle. I mean, my freshman year, we looked out into our spring concert in Ogden Hall, and nobody was there. Nobody. It was like 15 people. Come, check us out, sing, join, you know, just support your Hamptonians, because these are the things that we're going to remember, and these are the things that you're going to remember. And when you look back on your Hampton experience, do you only want to remember the times that you blacked out? Or do you want to remember the times that you actually went out and did my Hampton experience? I feel like I've had a great time. I love Hampton. If you talk to me and you ask me, hey, what school do you go to? I'm going to ramble because I love my school and I love to talk about the things. Now, there are negatives and there's negatives everywhere, but I'm willing to fight for those negatives because the experience that I'm gaining, the network that we have, the people that go there, the caliber of students is unmatched. And I feel like I learned so much from each other. Everybody's striving and everybody's working and everybody's moving up. And you just look at your sister and your brother and you're like, dang, you starting a business? Dang, you got a real estate license? Oh my God, you're starting an LLC? Like, we're just all moving and shaking and creating apps and organizations and taking our organizations to different schools and just traveling and doing so much and getting these amazing internships, and it makes you want to work harder. Once I got involved, once I made friends, once I talked to people, I had an amazing experience and I have so many memories. Like, I cannot tell y'all the memories I have. Like, I have memories in my phone, Snapchat, whatever, but I have mental memories that I will never forget with these people, and I love them and I have had the most amazing time at Hampton. There are some bad memories, but they've made me a better person and I've grown and I've become a better Ebony through Hampton, and I appreciate Hampton for all the things that they teach you. It teaches you how to be professional. Hampton teaches you how to code switch, how to live your life out here in this world and prosper. Even if you don't go into corporate America, you're learning skills you'll never forget in your business, and whatever you go into, your company, you as an entertainer, you'll never be the same. Look at DJ Envy. Look at Wanda Sykes. Look at the woman that did all of the costumes for Black Panther. She created all of that with her mind that she gained from Hampton University. She gained all of that experience from Hampton University. She did School Days. She did the Malcolm X movie. Like, there's so many illustrious Hampton University alumni that you can learn from, and the network is so big. Just come to Hampton. Make the most of your experience. That's all I gotta say, guys. I know this might have been long. I don't know how much I edited of it. I apologize if it was super long. Love you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions, if you want to see anything, or if I didn't touch on anything in this video, I will touch on it on the next video. Stay tuned for my next videos. I love you guys so much for watching. And yeah, stay tuned for part 2. In part 2, we'll be discussing the do's and don'ts of Hampton University. Okay, guys, in the next video. I love you guys so much for watching. Bye.